Rob Edwards here. Here at Franchise City, we work with investors and entrepreneurs from all walks of life and from all levels of experience. And something that we hear very often from lesser experienced entrepreneurs is, we are in a recession, so I've decided not to invest. Now, it's funny because those exact same lesser experienced investors in a strong economy will say, there's too much competition. I've decided not to invest. Now, it's perfectly natural to have reservations and even fear when you are starting out in business. However, if you truly want to become a successful entrepreneur, you have to understand there is a level of risk. You have to accept that and base decisions on facts, not these gut feelings or fear. Now, that's a topic for another day. Today, let's look at good franchise ideas that will work in a recession and ways to at least conquer this one fear that people often get. Now, before we start, do you know how many recessions there have been in America? 47 recessions as of the time of the making of this video. And do you know how often the USAA has actually been in one recession or another? 30% of the time. So chances are, any business you start, you are going to be hit by a recession at some time or another. Microsoft was started in a recession, and it did not seem to hurt their success at all. Now, experienced entrepreneurs understand this. They don't use a recession as an excuse out of fear. They explore options, and they make their decisions based on facts. Now, before we go on, it's important to note that the recession is not the only consideration here. You're going to also want to explore the market saturation, competition, opportunities, and many more things. But let's stay basic, and we're just going to look at industries that are more resistant in recessionary times. First off, let's look at food. Now, specialty food, fine dining is out. Typically not a great choice. Consumers generally spend less in a recession, so staple type foods with low prices are generally a better fit. Think burgers, subs, and fries. Now, outside of food, there are also some essential services that are very good and can weather these recessions. For example, haircutting. Not luxury salons, but plain old, inexpensive haircuts. People will always need to have their hair cut. Now, especially true if they are all out looking for jobs. It's mean, but it's true. Another good option is a tax return franchise. Now, do you think the IRS is going to say, hey, it's a recession, don't you worry, you don't have to file your taxes? Not in this lifetime. Nobody knows how to do their own tax. Tax return franchises are another good choice. Now, child care and education franchises. When times are tight, two parents are usually working to make ends meet. That increases demands on child care. Child education is also important, and parents typically prioritize their kids before many other needs. Senior care franchise is another good one, and these franchises help seniors in a non-medical capacity with day-to-day needs. Baby boomers today, they're hitting senior age at a pace of 10,000 every single day. That's a huge demographic, and recession or no recession, these older people will need to be taken care of. So senior care franchises, another great fit. Next one up, commercial cleaning. Businesses can't allow dirt and junk and garbage to pile up in their workplace just because money is tight. Cleaning is an absolute necessity. Also, most commercial cleaning franchises will sell small unit franchises to people who want to make extra money. So that's a great option as well when times are tight. And last but certainly not least, automotive franchises. People keep their cars longer in a recession, and older cars need repairs. This is an absolute necessity regardless of the economy. Now, I'm going to leave you before we go with one final thought. During the Great Depression, which was one of the worst, if not the worst, economic disasters ever in U.S. history, at the peak of it all, unemployment rates were 25%. So 1 out of 4 people had no job. Now, some people look at this and say, oh, that's the end of the world. But when I see it, I say people had a 3 out of 4 chance of landing a job. It's all in how you look at it. And the economy, no matter what, is never going to stop. So don't let these irrational fears prevent you from reaching your business goals. Life is going to go on. It's just you have to adapt a little, and there's always opportunities. If you're looking for a franchise, your broker can help. Here at Franchise City, we help people find the perfect franchise. There's never a fee for our service, and your franchise will never cost more by using a broker. If you'd like to learn more about our services, visit us at franchise.city. Yep, that's .city, not .com. Thank you for watching.